Which concept we are dealing with? Hello.
We saw some thread examples.
How many examples we have discussed now?
2 or 3, I think.
This one is done, ma? Check it out. Hello.
I think no, sir. This one is not done, I think. Oh, she said yes.
She said yes, yeah.
Maybe I forgot. Can you do one again?
Yeah, ma. Okay. So what is thread now basically? What is threading?
Which is used to perform operations individually to make it available for huge set of operations.
Okay. That's it?
It's an instance of some operation. One instance of one operation.
Okay. See, basically thread is a lightweight process now. Correct now? Yes or no? Okay. First, you can see already we have discussed about creating a thread by deriving the features of threading. Here, I'm using that particular threading only. You can observe this. I'm using that threading dot thread only over here. Where first you can observe this. First, I'm importing threading. Later, I'm importing time module also over here. Next, I have got a class which is having my thread. Yes or no? Hello? Clear, ma? Okay, this chat window. Don't use it. Okay. Fine. Now see here. First, I'm creating one lock over here. Basically, this lock will be useful for locking my resources later. That's what, as I said, thread synchronization. Whenever if you need to lock your resource from other resources, that means you want to behave like a selfish, where you won't give the chance for other thread to take that particular resource whenever you are using. That is what selfish nature is all about. Now, I'm creating a lock over here. Next, you can see thread 1 equal to my thread. I'm calling my thread class with the parameters thread ID, thread name, and counter over here. So control will go to this constructor, thread ID, thread name, and a counter will be assigned to this. Thread ID is getting initialized, thread name is getting initialized, counter also getting initialized. Is that clear? Yes or no? Okay. Next. Same way for second thread also, it will be thread ID, thread name, as well as what you say, counter we are passing. We are starting up first thread. You can see thread 1 dot start. We are starting up first thread over there. Once you start up first thread, control will come to run method. What we are doing in run, the lock what I have created, I'm getting it, I'm locking it. That means nobody should enter into this particular run function until I release the lock. That is what the behavior. Got my point, right? So what I'm trying to do, thread dot acquire. I'm acquiring the lock over here. Next, I'm invoking this printing function. You can see printing function I'm invoking with the name as well as counter as well as one more value, that is 3. So you can see this printing function is there. It is taking thread name, delay, counter also into consideration. Until that counter available, this while loop will be repeated. Thread name, thread current time, and it will be decreasing the counter. It will be performing the operation until this counter becomes 0. Once this operation is done, then I will go back. I will release the lock. Is that clear now? Here, this printing function, it is not like you have to do this while loop only. You can do whatever the operation. Okay, now? Okay. After my operation is done, I'm releasing the lock. Then your second thread will get the chance, where that will come to run method. That will start its printing function operation. Once that thread operation is also done, you can see what we are doing. We have created a list where in that list, first thread I'm appending, second thread I'm appending. I'm iterating thread by thread to join. Join is meant for killing. Already I have discussed about that. Clear now? Yes or no? Okay. Like this, if you want to convert any thread as a function, you can take the help of this lock, threading lock you can make use, so that the threading will turn as a function. Is that clear? Can I open next one? Okay. Now, did we discuss about random module, ma? Random. Yes. Okay. Loggers we didn't discuss, na? Okay. Now we'll go for loggers. What is meant by loggers, ma? Anybody has any answer for that? What is meant by loggers? For what purpose we will be using loggers? Is what my question. Any idea? Hello? Are you guys with me? Yeah. Okay. Let me tell you. Loggers. Write down heading, loggers. Logging is a module. Logging is a module of tracking the information as well as exceptions occurred within the project. within the project. Is that clear? Not only project, your code also you can take the help of loggers now. Now, types of loggers. There are two different types of loggers available. Two different types of loggers available. Those are, first one, console appender. Console appender. Second one, file appender. Okay, na? Console appender. Second one, file appender. Now, first we need to know why we need this loggers. Then I can explain about this types also. Okay, na? Now, let me tell you, this one, Amazon is there, Flipkart is there. You will be doing certain transactions. You will enter your credit card details. You will be booking one particular product, and you might have placed the order. Suddenly, when you are placing the order, network failure happened. Got my point, right? Network failure happened. Amount got deducted from your account, but you didn't get any receipt like order is placed. You didn't get any message or any confirmation that order is placed, but amount is deducted from your credit card. Is that clear? During that time, what you will do? Hama, what you will do during that time? Hello? Whenever you are doing one transaction, if any transaction went wrong, what you will do with that particular website? You will leave your money and you will leave that website and go off. You'll do something else, right? You will call customer care people, will raise a complaint, where that customer care people will be one second. Will be checking the logs, because they will not be in front of that particular system all the time. Correct, right? Whenever you call them at the time, wherever they were roaming, they will come and they will sit in front of them. You might have did the transaction somewhere 1 hour back. Okay, na? You might have did the transaction 1 hour back. That particular transaction information will be tracked into one particular file. That particular file is what? Your log file. Is that clear? Yes or no? In that log file, these people, they will check with your name, otherwise with your transaction ID, something you will give something unique, right? Based on that, they will search whether this person did any transaction. If he has did, what kind of transaction he did, really he has placed any order. All those things, they will check in that particular log files. Is that clear? Yes or no? Once they found the transaction or any information within that particular log files, yes, they will give a response. Yes, transaction is done successfully, but suddenly our server went down. We could not raise a mailing confirmation. You will get it later or something, they will say. Otherwise, they will say your transaction got failed. You will get back the amount, something and all they will say. Correct? No? These kind of things, if they want to see, they should take the help of this loggers. That is one example. One best example I'll tell you. See here now. Myself, I'm working for a company. I think I have mentioned long back. I have developed the project. That project is running in my company. What I'm doing right now, I'm sitting in front of my personal system and I'm taking your classes. Correct, now? My company laptop is there in office. I'm there in home with you. Where what happens in that company project, and whether the server is up and running, otherwise whether it went down, somebody has entered some wrong inputs, all those things I don't know because I'm not there in front of the system. Tomorrow, let's say if I go to my office, suddenly I will observe that my application will be down. What I will do, I will open my applications server log has entered invalid input. This person he did this kind of transactions from this IP address. Some or the other information will be there. That is what called as root cause. What is the root cause? We will identify. Based on that, I will start taking the action. Either because of network failure, because of some memory issues, some of the other exceptions might have occurred, right? All those things in one location it will be tracked. That is what your log files. That log files will help me to check it out. Clear? So these kind of things, if you need to handle, we will take the help of this loggers. By the way, in the loggers, we have got two types of loggers now. One is console appender, another one is file appender. In console appender, for a developer, this will be useful. Console appender, for a developer, this will be useful. In the sense, when I'm writing the code, my program will be there in front of me and exception should be generated in front of me only. Suppose if it is storing into the file, me going and checking the file and checking each and every line, that is tough for me. Because program is there only, exceptions if it generates in front of me only, it will be easy to see and fix it. No, I don't want to see in the console. I want to store it in the file also. You can take the help of file appender. Clear, Nama? That is what your console appender as well as file appender is all about. Totally two types are there. Now, next thing, what we have to consider over here is the levels of logs. Is that clear now so far? Next thing what we have to consider is levels of logs. Is there anyone working in IT industry, ma? Your relation, anyone working in IT industry, especially supporting jobs, are they doing? Okay. Do you get this one mud tickets to resolve? Okay. See, then you should be knowing about loggers also, no ma? Log files. For your database, you will be having log files, right? Yes. Database logs, you know, right? Same way here also. Even we will be having our application level logs, code level logs we will be having. Okay, na? Now, anyway, you are doing supporting job. Question for you is, could you please tell me what are the priorities available, ma, and how much time they will allocate for you for fixing that particular tickets?
Yeah, like there will be Sev 1, Sev 2, and Sev 3. And Sev 1 means like immediately the SLAs will be there. Like Sev 3 is like maybe like 1 day, 2 days, it will be like a task. Sev 1 will be like very important. It will be raising a big issue and we have to all immediately resolve the issue, sir. It will be like that.
Yes.
There will be different
Sushma,
SLAs.
you got to know, ma?
Huh?
Sushma, did you understood? Yes. That's what. I want you to highlight this particular point. Basically, this logs will help us in fixing the issues. For whom, in the sense, for supporting people majorly. Got my point, right? Supporting people majorly. Where supporting people, even I have did a supporting job long back, where in that scenario, we will get different types of tickets, like severity, low priority, medium high priority, like this, different types of blockers, like this, different types of levels of tickets will be there. If it is a blocker, in the sense, it is just like immediately you have to fix it within half an hour max. Otherwise, sometimes 15 minutes only they will give the time, like this. If it is severity 1, in the sense, you will be having time like somewhere 4 hours. Severity 2, in the sense, we will be having 1 day. Something time timeline will be available. Within that timeline, you have to fix that particular issue. Clear, Nama? Similar way, in logs also, one sec. Where log? Similar way, in logs also, we will be having different types of functions available, where you can see these are the 5 different types of functions. Low priority is debug. Is that clear? Low priority is debug. And high priority is critical. Is that clear? Whenever in your project, if you have kept any debugging statements, let's say this function is loaded, this parameter is entered, this step is executed, like this, if you want to keep any debug points, at that time, you can take the help of debug as well as info. Is that clear now? Okay. Next, warning. Let's say I will, in my website, I will give one particular link which should not be touched by regular user. That is designed only for what, ma? One more time I should explain, Sushma. See here, ma. Let's say I have got one function. In that function, I got some input. That inputs, if I need to track, just for information sake, for future reference sake, those things you can track it by taking the help of debug as well as info. That's what just now I was saying, right? Amazon example only. I will say I have entered my credit card details, I have entered amount, I have entered OTP, everything. Amount also got deducted. I will say how they will get to know if they keep some debug points and information points like this, that it has accepted the parameter, they have entered OTP at this point time, and they have to keep some checkpoints like OTP got matched. something like that, they will take the help of this debug as well as info. Got my point, no? Next, when it comes to warning, it is just like medium priority. Let's say I was saying just now, that's what one button I have designed especially for admin. For normal user, they should not touch that button. I have highlighted on the button saying that please don't touch if you are not an admin. But still some users, either by mistake or by purposefully, they will go and click that. What will happen? Let me check. For that particular sake, background, we have to track it. Like he has clicked this particular button. Suppose tomorrow if his account is logged or something happened, at that time he will call a customer care people. He will say why my account is locked. If he asks me, at that time they will check the logs. Warning: he has clicked this button as he was unauthorized person. I have logged the account. Some or the other message over there. Got my point number. Next, errors and criticals. These are high priorities now. Whenever if any invalid inputs comes into the application, during that time, you will get these kind of errors and criticals where certification went down, URL was not accessible. Today, I was facing that issue only. I was trying to access some URL through code. That URL was not accessible because of some security reasons. So that particular details, if you need to track, why my application failed in the sense, URL was not accessible because of security issues. Those particular important things, if you need to track it, you should take the help of errors as well as criticals. Clear, Rama? These are the 5 different types of messages what we have. And by the way, this is your console appender. See, we are just importing login. We have got 5 different levels of messages and we have provided some dummy messages over here. If I execute this, automatically that messages will be displayed over here. As these two are low priority, that won't be considered in printing. Is that clear? Yes or no? Still, if you want that particular low priority messages also in the sense, we can configure those things. How to configure in next upcoming programs, I will show you. Okay, now? Clear? Can you have next one? Okay. Here, I have just shown one simple, what you say, message, how to display. But really, how this loggers will be used, let me show you with a try and accept block. Okay, no? See here. In real time, let's say you have got a program like this. Okay, I'm importing. See, this is what my code. First, I'm importing logging module to keep the information, to track the information that control entered into this location. I'm using logging.info entered try block. So tomorrow, if anybody asks whether this operation has been performed or not, we will be having information that it has entered into try block. We can give the answer to them. So here it is performing some operation. When it is performing operation, it has failed because of some exception. That is because of 10 by E, which type of type error. So control will come to type error. It is displaying logging critical. This is what. So we will be having a track in the logger saying that This critical issue occurred because of invalid character entry. Got my point, right? Yes or no? Now check it out. This is file not found error exception. So before that only some exception has been occurred. No? File not found error. This file was not there. So first exception, file not found error occurred, that only has displayed. Like this, if you need to track the information in the console, you can take the help of this logger, that to console appender. Now. Clear now? Can I refer next one? Now, here you can observe what is the speciality of loggers very properly. See this first. See, I am importing logging. See, these functions are same. Debug, info, warning, critical, all these things. Clear now? Next. Here, you can check it out. Logging.basic config. I am configuring my logger. What is that configuration? What I am trying to do? I want to store my loggers into this particular file. The name of the file is kkr_logs.log. Under this file, the content need to be stored. Is that clear? I am opening this file in write mode. What are the details I want to store into this file? I want to store level name. See, this is how the predefined format you need to pass now. I want to pass level name. Level name is debug, info, warn. These are all level names. Colon. I want to display message also in that file. Is that clear? I want to display level name, colon, message also. Okay. From which level I want to start tracking? I want to start tracking from debugging level. Logging.debug. That means everything will start tracking. Let me show you. From which priority? If you specify debug means everything. If you specify warning in the sense, warning, error, critical only will be tracked. Now let me open KKR logs. Is that clear now? Check it out. Yes. Now I will change this one to warn. Warn, otherwise warning you can pass, not an issue. Now it tracks only warning, error, critical. Clear? Yes or no? Usually in loggers Noma, we will be tracking only warning, error, critical, because in such a big log files, finding the exact issues, finding the exact what do you say, transaction is tough. If you are tracking each and every point in that particular file only, searching for that particular transaction is tough. Is that clear? So only we will specify, or we will hold only warning, error, critical. Sometimes we won't hold warnings also. We will hold only errors and criticals. Clear, Nama? Yes or no? Okay. Just a second. Okay. Is it clear, Nama? Any doubts so far? Can I have the next one? See, here we are tracking only level name as well as message. And that too, what levels you want to match, everything we have configured over here. Next, we are going to see how to track when the issue occurred also. Got my point, right? See, here everything remains same. Only format I have changed. See, level name equal to ASC time, that means current time, as well as message also I am tracking. Is that clear? Three things I am tracking here: level name, time, as well as message. Let me run this. Level name, time, as well as message. Clear, Nama? Yes or no? Can I have the next one? Are you guys with me? Next. This is having level name, time, message also. Three things are there. Especially, see, here I am specifying login.getLogger __ name. That means I'm passing some extra parameter to this logger. That is, whenever if user said, I have entered this particular credit card details, this is what my name, I want to track his name also, Norma. Whether he said is correct or not, how can I validate? So if I track his name also, tomorrow if he asks me a question, by seeing the logs, I can validate. Yes, your name only you have entered. I can tell. So here I am taking name as a parameter. Name is one dummy variable actually. So you can see I have got a info and I have prepared one dictionary where I am preparing his name, roll number. Let's say you have taken these things dynamically once you logged in. That complete dictionary I'm supplying as parameter. So in the logs, I will be tracking his logged in details. Clear, Nama? Which method, Ma, you are asking? Yes, format is a file name, file mode, format, level. These are all inbuilt properties, Ma. Now see, information in the debugging, I am storing his name also. Name is Shubham, roll number is 1. Clear, Nama? Yes. Like this, if you want to track any information in the loggers, you can take the help of this logging module. Okay, na? Very simple concept. That's it. Only two types are there: console appender, file appender. Console appender, it displays the result in the console. File appender, it will display the result in the file. That's it. That is the only difference, and how many ways we can track it. Whether you want message, you want time, everything in the sense, you can do it in this fashion. Okay. Hmm. Did we discuss about math module, ma? Hello. Okay. Write down about math. Math. It is a module which provides predefined sense for performing mathematical operations in Python programming. Okay. Yes or no, ma? See, importing math module, math dot power 10 power 2. What is the result, ma? Ten power 2, 100. 10 into 10, that is 100 only. Pi value? Okay. E value? That is exponential value. Okay. That is 2.14 or something, it will come at 2.74 or something. Square root of 25? Okay. Sin 90? Amma Meenakshi, what happened? Sin 90? Long back you have studied, huh? Certainly. Okay. See, ma, sine, cos, tan. These three functions are there. Secant, cosecant, cot. These three are not there. Instead of that, a sine, a cos, a tan you have to use. That is inverse of sine, secant, inverse of cos, cosecant, inverse of tan, cot. Is that clear, ma? Seal of 10.45. What is the output for sealing, ma? Basically, seal is a function which will round up the value to top value, top numeric value. If it is 10.9, 10.1 also, it will round up to 11. Is that clear? Yes or no? Seal is meant for rounding up to upper integer value. Remember, that is 11, it will round up. Is that clear, ma? Both of you? Okay. Next, floor in the sense, what you'll get? Floor 10.45, you'll get 10. It will round up to down integer value. Integer value dot 00 you won't get, ma. 10 it will get. And the radians, I don't know. Even I am poor in maths. Log 10 of 10, degrees of 10, expression value of 10, something. These are all mathematical functionalities. It generates some values over here. Clear now? Check it out properly. Yes or no? That is your math module. Next, write down heading. Next one. Okay. Did we discuss about OS module, ma? OS module. Already few functionalities with respect to OS modules we have discussed in file operations. Whenever if you need to remove a file, whenever if you need to remove a directory, otherwise create a directory, if you need to create a link files. These examples we have discussed now, ma? Yes or no? No. Okay. See, import OS. I'm importing OS module. OS.remove. If you need to remove any file, you can remove the file. If you need to remove any directory, you can take the help of remove dirs, so that that particular directory, whichever is there, you want to remove. Either you can use this one, otherwise this one also. Clear? For removing directory. Directory means folder. Next, if you need to create a folder, you can take the help of os.mdir, so that folder will get created. Next, if you need to create a link file means for a original file, one more dummy file, copy of that particular type of file will get created. That is what link file is all about. From b.txt, exact Xerox type of file will be created in this location in the name of c.txt. Clear, Nama? Yes or no? Yes. Suppose if you need to delete any file, you can take the help of unlink also. Whatever the link we have created, that if you need to remove it, you get help of unlink. Clear? Can you have next one? This is basic functionality of OS module, which we have seen. Some more things are there with respect to OS module. Let me show you. See, we are importing OS module. Start Chrome. See here. I think you know command prompt. In command prompt, whichever the command you can type, let's say start Chrome in the sense CHROM. It opens Google Chrome. Like this, whatever the commands you can execute in the command prompt, those commands I have stored over here in the system. OS.system in the sense it will apply that command in the system. Clear? Not only this Windows operating system, even if you have Mac operating system, Linux, whatever it is, those commands you can pass it over here. And if you run this program, that commands will get executed and generates the output provided by that particular command. Let me run this. See, you got browser opened. Clear? Whenever in automation, you need to have this kind of scenarios. You will take some commands from the user, that commands you will execute with the help of program. For that scenarios, this is needed. So OS module is very important. Remember this. Clear? Next, what are the other things we can perform with respect to our Python programming?
Sir, start Chrome is what? It's a function or something?
It is a Windows command, ma.
Oh, start from is Windows command. Okay, okay.
Like that Linux commands also you can execute in Linux operating system. Okay, no? Yes or no? Okay. Next, what are the other things we can perform? In tomorrow's session, we are going to see more. Okay, no? Fine, right? Okay, fine. See you tomorrow. I'll share you the YouTube link. You can check out the videos in that link now. Okay? Okay, fine. Bye. Okay, Meenakshi.